Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to start doing Algebra 1, June 2019. We're going to start with a multiple choice question. The first question, the expression w to power 4 minus 36 is equivalent to. So first, this expression is difference between two squares. How do I know 36 is a square for 6 and w4 is a square for w2, and I have a different subtraction. So for difference between two squares with two parentheses, what's the square root for w to power 4 is w to power 2. I write w to power 2, w to power 2. For 36 is 6 and 6. And I do one parentheses was plus, one parentheses was minus, so the answer is going to be number 4. Question number 2. He gave me a function for x and he wanted to know the value for -3. So what I'm doing, I'm replacing the x by -3. After that, that's -12 plus 5, giving me -7. So the answer is 2. Now he's giving me which relation of those isn't a function. Which relation of those isn't a function. So not a function means one x has two y's. So one x has two y's. Here I don't have a repeated x. Here I don't. The vertical line test should only go through one point. Okay. Now for the others, here that's a linear function not before. But if you're looking here, the 2 has two values, 2a and 2b. So this is one isn't a function, so number 4. Okay. Question number 4. In question number 4, he gave me two functions, which is f(x) equal to x minus 2 all square plus 4. So here, that's quadratic. H and k is 2 and 4. So what does it mean when I go for the graph? The vertex is going to be 2 and 4, and the a value is positive, so it's drawing up. Now for this one, x minus 5 whole square plus 4, so it's 5 and 4. So I go for 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 4, and I'm going to do the same graph. So what we observe, it's translated to the right. Now, compared to the graph fx, so that's fx, to gx, here's gx. The graph of gx is moved to the right too, as we see in the graph. So I'm going to say shifted 3 units because look here, 3 units to the right because I moved to the right, not to the left. So the answer is 2. Question number 4. The system asks you to write 6x to the power 5 plus 8x minus 3x cubed plus 7x in standard form. Standard form for polynomial, I start by the highest degree and finish by the lowest degree. So the highest degree here, 7x to the power 7. So I start by 7x to the power 7. After that, there's a second one, plus 6x to the power 5. Why plus? Because here I don't have a sign. After that, minus 3x to the power cube. The latest one, plus 8x. Standard form, I started from the highest to the lowest. So which one give me the same formula? And which is 1. So 5 is 1. Question number 6. The function f is shown in the table below. Which typical function best model this one? So first I have to check what's going on. So here 1, here 2, here 1, here 6. It's not the same rate, not the same rate. So not linear. So I cross out 3 and 4. Now, as you observe, y increase, so it's a gross, not decay. So the answer is going to be 1. And you observe 1 times 3. So here I'm multiplying by 3, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. So it's exponential function. Question number 7. Which one is going to give me rational one? So rational expression. So radical 2 is irrational. Now I'm going to say adding and radical 3 is the same. So adding a rational number giving me irrational. So that's crossed out. Adding irrational giving me irrational. Here, so 5 rational times irrational giving me irrational. So that's one is incorrect. This is going to be the correct answer. Why? Because I'm going to multiply 2 times 18 is 36. When I take the square root, it's giving me 6, which is rational number. So the answer is number 1. The polynomial function graph. So I'm going to find the zeros. So here's 1, 0, 1. Here's the other 2. And here is negative 2. So what I have, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to negative 2. So that's x minus 1 equal to 0, x minus 2 equal to 0, x plus 1 equal to 0. So the function comes by x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 2. That's the one I'm looking for. So the answer is going to be, I don't have it. So I need to do more work. So x minus 1, x minus 2, x plus 2. So here x minus 1 should be there. So that's 1 and that's 1. So I cross out these two. So now I'm looking for the product for these two, which is going to be x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 4. That's cross out. It's going to be x4, x to the power 4 minus x to the power 2 minus 4, which is going to be 3. Now, when solving b squared plus 5 equal to 8b minus 7, kth root b squared plus 12 equal to 8b. Which property he used? Which property he used? He didn't do any association. So there is no association. There is no commutative property. He didn't do any distributor. He did addition. How? He added 7 for both sides. That's why he got b squared plus 12, and he got on the other side 8b. Question number 10. Now, David want to go on an amusement park ride. A sign posted at entrance read, "You must be greater than 42 inches tall and no more than 57 inches tall for this ride." Which inequality is correct? So let's say his height is x. He said greater than 42. And he said not more than 57. And greater than, he didn't accept 42. It was clear. You must be greater. So 42 not accepted. But when he said no more than 57, so the 57 is accepted. So when I write this or combine this inequality, so it should be less than or equal 57, but in the same time it should be more than 42. So the answer is 1. Question number 11. Which situation can be modeled by a linear function? Linear function means I have rate of a change. Means if you add it for the x1 and for the y, for example, 5, so I added 1, I added 5. That's fixed rate. So the population of bacteria tripled, I multiplied, I didn't add, so this one is correct. The value of a cell phone depreciate always exponential function, because even here we have a percent. Amusement park allows 50 people to enter every, so what does it mean? Every 30 minutes 50 is going to be added. So after another 30 minutes, another 50 added. So if you're looking, the difference always going to be 30 minutes and 50, 30 minutes and the 50. So the answer is going to be number 3. A baseball tournament eliminated half of the, half means also exponential function. Question number 12. Okay. In question number 12, he said, Gina took a survey of her seniors class to see whether they preferred pizza or hamburger, and the result was like that. Of the people who preferred burgers, so he's talking about this category, their total is 70. I'm going to add the total, and that's 54. From the, sorry, that's 68. Okay. From people who preferred burger, approximately what is the percentage of female? So the percentage is 26 over 68, and after that you're multiplying it by 100. And if you did this calculation, the answer is going to be almost 38. Question number 13. When 3a plus b is more than 2a minus 8b, solve for a. So I have here 3a plus 7b more than 2a minus 8b. So minus 2a minus 2a. I get a plus 7b is more than negative 8b minus 7b. So I get a is more than negative 15b is more than. So the answer is 4. Question number 14. Okay. We have 3 functions. Function A, gx equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 4. Function F, x plus 2 times x plus 6. And we have 1 there is graphed. First, what are the zeros for this equation? This equation is zeros are negative 2 and negative 4. So this equation is almost like negative, and open two parentheses, we said x equal to negative 4, so that's x plus 4. And we said x equal to negative 2, that's x plus 2. Okay, now this one has 2 zeros, which are negative 2 and negative 6. This one has 1 0, 1 0. So when y is 0, that's 0, -4, and multiply by negative, so it's 8 over 3. So these are the zeros. So B and C doesn't have the same zeros because B has -2 and -6, while the other one's 8 over 3. Okay. A, B have the same y-intercept. The y-intercept here is -3 over 2. For the function B, if you expand, it's going to be x squared plus 8x plus 12. In that case, the y-intercept is 12. They don't have the same y-intercept. B has a minimum and C has a maximum. For the B is opening up, so it has a minimum. Yes. And C is opening down, that has a maximum. So the answer is going to be number 3. That's the correct answer. So 14 is 3. Question number 50. Niece's sister is 7 years old, less than twice her niece's age. A is the sum of niece's age and her sister age is 41. Which equation has the relationship? Oh, that's amazing. So this one is a word problem, so we have to figure it out. So niece's sisters is less than twice, 7 years less than twice. So if niece's is 40, okay, sorry. So let's make an assumption that after that I'm going to write the equation. If niece's age is x, so her sister is 7 2x minus 7. So that's sister, that's niece. Okay. Oh, so sorry. Now he gave me niece's age was a. So niece's is a. Her sister is 7 years less than twice her age. When you add them, it's giving you 41. This is a sister. That's nieces. Okay. So which one is this one? So it's that one. Maybe sometimes they're asking you for more simplification. So it's 3a minus 7 equal to 41. Sometimes he playing the game and give you the simplest form. Question number 16. The population of a small town over 4 years is recorded on the chart below, where 2013 is represented by x equal to 0. The population for this year can be modeled by the function bx equal to ab to power x, where b is rounded to the nearest thousands. Which statement is correct? So let's say it again. So the initial amount is the 2013. So what does it mean? The A is 3,810. Okay. Okay. Now, so I found the A cannot be this one. The second part I have to find the B. The B value, if you're looking here, it's gross. It's gross. So what does it mean? The B value should be more than 1 to be a gross. So it can't be this one. It must be b equal to 1.03. So the answer is going to be 2. I related to the concept. Okay, question number 17. Which one is equivalent to 4x squared minus 11 w minus 3? So I'm going to FOIL all of them. So this one, FOIL 4w square. Now, if you're looking, so this is minus 6 plus 2 minus 4w, and negative 3 times positive 1 is negative 3. So it's incorrect. I'm going to do the second one. 2w times 2w is 4w square. Now, that's positive 6 minus 2, that's plus 4w minus 3. It's incorrect. Now I'm going to do number 3. 4w times 4w is 4w square. Okay, that's negative 12 plus 1 is negative 11w minus 3. That's the 1, so the 17 is 3. Question number 18. Which ordered base doesn't represent a point on a graph y equal to 3x squared minus x plus 7? And he giving me, so one of those doesn't work. So what does it mean? I'm going to plug in with the x value to find which one doesn't give me the same value like the y. So 3 times negative 1.5 square minus negative 1.5 plus 7. So negative 1.5 square is positive 225 times 3, it's 6.75 plus 1.5 plus 7, that's going to be 25, and 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 6 is 14, plus 1 is 15, so it's not that one. I'm going to plug in with 0.5, so 3 times 0.5 square minus 0.5 plus 7, so that's going to be 0.5 square is 0.25, that's 0.75 minus 0.5 plus 7, that's going to be positive 0.25, so 7.25. So this one is also doesn't work. I'm going, because I do it mental math, I'm going to do number 3. 3 times 1.25 square minus 1.25 plus 7. So 1.25 square, let's use a calculator on that part. 1.25 times 1.25 is 1.5625 times 3, 4.6875 minus 1.25 plus 7. So it should give me 10.4. So this one is incorrect. This one is the answer. 18 is correct answer. To be sure, I'm going to do the 2.5 square minus 2.5 plus 7. 2.5 square is 6.25 times 3, that's 18.75 minus 2.5 plus 7, that's going to be 16.25 plus 7, 23.5. So that's one is working. So the one doesn't work is 1.25 it's giving me, like we saw in the calculator, 10.43. Okay. Question number 19. We have these three sequences. So for this one, I add 2. For this one, I multiply by 2. For this one, if you're looking, adding 2, I add 2. So arithmetic means addition. So if you're looking 1 and 3, I added 2. So it's only 1 and 3. So the answer is 2. Because 2, as I said, it's coming by multiplication by 2, not by adding 2. Question number 20. A grocery store sells a package of beef. The function CW represents the cost in dollar of a package of beef weighing W bound. The most appropriate domain for this function would be integers, rational, positive integers, positive rational number. So it's going to be clear, positive rational, because I might have a fraction, like for example, I can have an 1 pound and a half, and if it's an integer, I'm going to have a fraction. So when I talk about the rational numbers, means I have fractions. So the answer is number 4. Question number 21. The roots of x squared minus 5x minus 4. So in that case, I'm going to use the quadratic equation, negative b plus or minus square root 4b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. The b value is negative 5, so negative 5 is 5, plus or minus square root negative 5 squared is 25, minus 4 times 1 times negative 4 over 2 times 1. And that's going to be 5 plus or minus square root for 41 over 2. So the answer is going to be 2. Question number 22. The following table shows heights in inches of New York players on opening right now. And he asking about population and standard deviation. So I can use the calculator. So I go for stat, edit. After that, in L1 in the column, I entered all the data. After I finish, I doing stat again, calculation, one variable, statistics, and I'm picking up the SX. And if you're doing that using your calculator, it's coming up by 3.5. It's coming up by 3.5. Question number 23. We're almost by the end now. A population of a bacteria can be modeled by the function 1000.98 to power t, where t represents the time since the population starts decaying, and if t represents the population of the remaining bacteria. What is the rate of the decay? The rate of the decay. So first it's 1 minus r, if you remember, a equal to a initial, 1 minus r to power t. That's the rate he's looking for. So 1 minus r should equal to 0.98. So the r is going to be 0.02. And if we're writing that in percent, it's going to be 2%. So the answer is clearly number 2. Now, bamboo plants can grow 91 centimeters per day. What is the approximate growth of the plant in inches per hour? So 91 centimeter per day. The 91 centimeter I'm going to convert to inch. The 1 inch is 2.5 centimeter approximately. Now I have 91 centimeter. So 91 divided by 2.5 is giving me how many inches per day. And if we're doing that using the calculators, so 91 divided by 2.5, it's coming by 36. 36.4 inches. Now, 36.4 inches per day, I need it per hour. So that's 24. So here I divide by 24. I divide by 24. So it's approximately 1.49. So the answer is number 1. Hope you understood the questions. The question that isn't that hard, but you have to pay attention to the words and have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.